Welcome back to another day of Disco Turkey Baseball here at Haynes Park. Disco Turkeys look to take on the Concord A's. As we take a quick look at the current standings, the Morsel Spinners sit in first place, 4-1 after losing the first game of the season last night. The Corn Dogs sit in second with a 2-1 record in the SCBL play. They sit one game back. Out of first place from the Spinners. Regulators are in third with a 2-1 record with a one-game losing streak. Copperheads are in fourth with a 3-1-2 loss record. All three of those teams sit one game back of the Spinners. The Turkeys are in fifth with a 2-2 record in conference play, on a one-game winning streak in conference, that coming back on Tuesday afternoon. They sit 1.5 back. They are one game ahead of the Wampus Cats in the standings, 1 win, 3 losses, as they sit on a 2-loss streak. The Statesville Owls are in seventh, 1-2 in conference play on a one-game winning streak. They sit 2.5 back, alongside of the Concord A's, the team the Turkeys are playing tonight. They come in tonight 1-3 on a one-game losing streak. One game back of the Turkeys, 2.5 back of the Spinners. Taking a look at the most recent home games. Most recent game coming back on June 4th. That coming against the Owls, a 15-5 victory. That ending in 7 innings. May 29th against the Yard Goats, Turkeys won 8-4, giving up 3 runs in the 9th. Day prior on May 20th against the Bootleggers, the Turkeys won 13-0, another run rule victory. Then the first home game dating back on May 24th, so far the only game at Wake Forest, a 7-1 victory over the Wampus Cats. Going to take a quick look at the upcoming calendar for the rest of this month. Today on May 6th, we're playing the A's, taking a week off of home games before coming back against the Copperheads, that being a doubleheader on June 15th at 6 p.m., that game being at Wake Forest University. Going to be playing again against the A's back on the 17th. That game should be a 6:30 start time back here at Haynes Park. June 21st will be against the Corn Dogs, 6:30 at Wake Forest, before playing the Regulators on the 22nd. That game as well being a doubleheader starting at 6 at Wake. Going to take a quick timeout on the other side of this break. We'll get you the lineups.
Take a trip down to the country at Bixby General Store. We have everything you need from a quick lunch to a fishing or hunting license. So come on in. With our staff so friendly and kind, it will seem as if you've never left your own home. Browse the aisles stocked with a wall full of variety of drinks, chips, ice cream, fishing gear, and more. There's also a fresh and hot deli with Bixby famous hot dogs, hamburgers, and so much more. Just ask for the Bixby Chicks to guide you in the right direction and find what you need. That is Bixby General Store at 2200 Cornatza Road, Advance, North Carolina, 27006. Call us at 336-998-6470. We can also be found on Facebook or Instagram at Bixby General Store.
Coming back here into Haynes Park. Still waiting on the umpires to show up here tonight. Supposed to be a 6:30 start time. Does not look like it will be. Taking a look at the lineups here tonight. Starting first for the visiting Concord A's. Chris Lee is going to lead things off playing right field. Followed by Tyler Floyd, the EH. Eric Harper going to be playing shortstop in the 3-hole with Boston Torres in the left. Stephen Williams in center. Batting 6th, Josh Jackson. That's going to be the DH for the starting pitcher, Jet Thomas. Batting 7th will be Chase Fogg. He'll be playing third base, followed by the first baseman, Drake Wallace. Behind the plate will be Cody Lee. Then rounding out the lineup in the 10th spot, Andrew McAllister. As for the Turkeys, leading things off playing shortstop, Joe Specht, followed by third baseman Julian Abreu. Derek Martinez at first, followed by the left fielder tonight, Dakota Dahl. Thomas Bowman playing center, followed by Jake Smith in right. Boone Herman playing second base. Ryan Lee behind the plate. DHing tonight in the 9-hole is Blaze Johnson. The EH batting 10th is Paxton Tucker. The man on the mound, Charlie Jones. So far for Charlie Jones, early on in the season, he's played 1 game. He's had 3 innings, giving up 2 hits, no runs, giving up 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts. Not credited for a win or a loss or a save, but leads the team so far, second in the team in strikeouts behind Strom. Strom has 9 strikeouts in 6 innings. Both Strom and Charlie Jones have been perfect thus far. Jones has struck out 6 of the 9 batters he has faced. While Strom's struck out 9 of 18. Umpires just walking in from the right field gate. Should not be too much longer before we are set to get this thing started. Taking a further in-depth look at the pitching stats so far for the Turkeys. In SCBL play, they have a team ERA of a 3.72. 5 pitchers so far for the Turkeys still sit at a perfect 0 ERA. That being Callahan, Shrewsbury, Shaw, Tyler Lloyd, and Chris Jones. Four of the 5 have thrown at least 1 inning. Shrewsbury, the only one that has not thus far. He's given up 1 hit, 1 run, not being credited as earned, walking 2. On the batting side of things, the team has a team batting average of a .290. $11 guys credited for over a .300 batting average, that including league leader Derek Martinez. According to the SCBL website, he's batting a .800. He has 3 home runs on the early season for 8 RBIs, 4 walks. Apologies, as the SCBL website seems to be off, as every guy has only played either 1 or 2 games besides Joe Specht. Regardless, it's showing that the team has a team batting average of a .290. Total doubles of 3, 7 total home runs, accounting for 25 RBIs, 21 walks on the early season, 3 hit by pitches, while striking out 25 times. I'm going to take a quick timeout on the other side of this. We'll hopefully get you top of the first. coming back here right before the national anthem. Taking a look at the defensive alignment for the Turkeys tonight. Dahl in left, Bowman in center, Jake Smith in right. Around the infield, Abreu at third, Joe Specht at short, Herman at second, and Derek Martinez at first. Lee behind the plate while Charlie Jones is on the mound. Defensive alignment for the A's, Torres in left, Williams in center, Lee in right, Fogg at third, Harper at short, McAllister at second, and Wallace at first. Lee behind the plate, while man on the mound for the A's is Jet Thomas. Gonna take a quick timeout. National anthem will be set to get things underway.
On the mound for your Disco Turkeys, number 30, Charlie Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, under the United States of America, those who serve and protect us, and remember those who sacrificed their lives 80 years ago on this D-Day. Please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
National anthem has been sung, and we are set to get things started here in the top of the first for the Disco Turkeys and A's. Once again, defensive alignment for the Disco Turkeys. Dahl in the left, a Bowman in center, Jake Smith in right, Julian Abreu, that is. At third, Joe Specht at short, Herman at second, and Derek Martinez on first. The battery tonight, Charlie Jones on the mound and Ryan Lee behind the plate. Set to get things started off for the A's, Chris Lee batting first, playing right field, followed by Tyler Floyd. No relation to Tyler Lloyd. He's a EH tonight, batting second, and Eric Harper batting third, playing short. Once again, Charlie Jones has six strikeouts through, I believe, 3 innings. 6 strikeouts through 3 innings, that is indeed correct. And the Disco Turkeys so far in SCBL play are 2-2, while the A's are 1-3. Once again, Chris Lee set to start things off here for the A's. Disco Turkeys in their white on white with navy blue socks. The A's are in black jerseys, white pants. The Disco Turkeys here at Haynes Park. First base is their home dugout. First pitch up coming from Charlie Jones. Fastball hits the inside corner, 0-1. Jones able to get ahead early and often, looking to keep that a prominent thing here tonight against the A's. The 0-1, chopped, third base, able to pick it, has plenty of time, throws it over Derek Martinez for a 5-3 putout after bobbling the original ground out. 1 up, 1 down will bring up Tyler Floyd, the EH.
Next up, the EH, number 4, Tyler Floyd.
As for the Turkeys, their EH is batting 10th. For the A's, he's batting 2nd. First pitch from Floyd just misses the outside corner, 1-0. Great spot to miss here early and often, especially here to the top of the lineup in Tyler Floyd. 1-0's downstairs, make that 2-0. Tyler Floyd so far this season's batting a .333 through 2 games. He's had 3 at-bats, 1 run on 1 hit. He's been walked 3 times, been hit once. So far he's only been struck out once. Just like that, it's 2-1 as that fastball hits the inside corner. So far the Disco Turkeys this season have been really good at home games, getting ahead early, especially in the first inning. That fastball misses outside, 3-1. Eric Harper waits on deck for the A's. The 3-1 offering, swung on and missed. 3-2. First full count offering, up and out, ball 4. That'll be the first walk here of the evening. The drop, Eric Harper. Eric Harper is a 5 foot, 1,175-pound from Brentwood, Tennessee, attending at Middle Tennessee State University, classified as a sophomore. Runner on first, 1 out. Jones working from the stretch. Breaking pitch called strike, 0-1. The 0-1 just misses outside, evens count, a ball and a strike with 1 out. Charlie Jones is a 6'4", 250-pound junior from Rumson, New Jersey, attending High Point University. The 1-1 bounces down, gets away from the catcher. Runner will advance to second on that pass ball. Jones falls behind in the count, 2-1. I'll put a runner on second, 1 out. Chris Lee, the leadoff man, out on a 5-3 putout. The 2-1 just misses the inside corner, buckling Harper's knees as he turtled out of the way. 3 balls and a strike. Small lead over at second as Jones steps off back of the mound. Herman holding on Tyler Floyd, extending his lead, stepping forward, not going. Pitch called a strike downstairs, full count once again. Harper thought that was ball 4. It was not, as that fastball caught just the bottom half of the zone. Second full count and just as many batters. The payoff pitch once again. Jones shaking his runner, delivers. Popped up straight back. Count remains full. Jones so far tonight, up to 14 pitches here in the first. Trying to strand the runner on at second. First man up for the Turkeys will be Joe Specht. The payoff pitch. Swung on and missed, made him look silly. Strikeout number 1 of the night for Charlie Jones. This will bring up the 4-hole batter, Boston Torres. Torres on the season batting a .375. Torres working from the left side. First pitch, upstairs, ball 1. Boston Torres is a sophomore from Virginia, attending Cedarville University. That misses downstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Jones checking on his runner at second. Specht holding him on as that fastball's upstairs, 3-0. Jones up to 18 so far here in the first. Trying to avoid the first walk of the night, the 3-0. Get me over fastball brings the count back, 3-1. Upstairs, ball 4, and that will be the second walk, as Tyler Floyd reached on a full count walk, that being the 2-hole batter.
No damage.
Also bring up the 5th-hole batter, Stephen Williams, a .142 batting average on the season. Torres on first, Tyler Floyd on second. 2 outs. No runners going. First pitch, swinging over top of the off-speed pitch. Jones gets ahead, 0-1. Stephen Williams looking to be the 3rd out here in the first. Rocking blue batting gloves as that's popped left field. Can of corn as it comes underneath. Dakota Dahl makes the easy grab, out number 3. That will end the top of the first. Joe Specht, Julian Abreu, and Derek Martinez set to start things off in the home half of 1. Going to take a quick break, and we'll bring you back the Disco Turkey half of the first.
Next up, number 5, Joe Speck.
Coming back here, home half of the first, starting things off for the Turkeys, Joe Speck, the 6-foot flat, 165-pound sophomore from Jamestown, North Carolina, attending Guilford Tech Community College. First pitch line down the third base side, gets out of play, falls behind 0-1. Man on deck, Julian Abreu, playing third base tonight for the Turkeys. Abreu made the first out in the top of the first on a 5-3 putout. Fastball just hits the inside corner, 0-2 on the fastball from Thomas. The 0-2. Slider misses downstairs, 1-2. Speck from the left side. The delivery from the windup, the 1-2. Just misses the inside corner, almost clips Speck. Able to even the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff man, Joe Speck. The delivery grounded right back up the middle into center field to Williams. A leadoff single by Joe Speck will bring up Julian Abreu.
Next up, third baseman, number 20, Julian Abreu.
Abreu steps up for the Turkeys, putting Derek Martinez on deck. First time from the stretch. The pitch, fastball hits the bottom half of the zone, 0-1. Leadoff man Joe Speck able to reach on a single just minutes ago. The 0-1 to Abreu, breaking pitch that hits the inside corner. Works it ahead, 0-2. Jet Thomas trying to look for strikeout number 1 of the game. Pickoff move not in time as that throws up the line. Jet Thomas back on the mound, trying to work quick. Has Abreu down 0-2. Harper and McAllister playing double play depth as they sit shortstop and second base respectfully. Fastball misses outside, 1-2. Jet comes set. The 1-2 delivery. Breaking ball down in the dirt, gets away from the catcher Lee, but doesn't do too much damage as Speck's not able to advance, 2-2. Both catchers here in this one with a last name of Lee. The 2-2 chop, going to be a tough play over to third base, over the first, in time. A tough play by the third baseman to Fogg over to Wallace. Everyone here seemed to be like he beat it out. Infield umpire called him out for out number 1. That will bring up Derek Martinez. Martinez on Tuesday night had 2 home runs in his first 2 at-bats, accounting for 5 RBIs. Catcher Lee going out to the mound, trying to calm down. Cody Lee going out to the mound, trying to calm down Jet Thomas.
If he doesn't hit a home run, we're running home.
I would rather not run home. I'm running home.
Martinez always on deck, swinging a metal pipe. Swinging something a lot heavier than the wood bats here used in summer ball, at least here in the SCBL. Jet Thomas back on the mound, a runner on second. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
No, you can stay with me. I was just making a joke.
Count falls 0-2 for Derek Martinez. Big lead over at second. Told to step off back of the mound. Looks like Joe Specht was trying to advance to third on the throw. Looks like he had it stole. Will he do it again? Shortstop Harper covering. Not doing much anything. Not going. As that's popped straight up. Center fielder Williams under left fielder Torres underneath of it for out number 2. Specht did a fake tag up. Not going as that's a fly out to left. And this will bring up Dakota Dahl, the left fielder. Dahl in the season batting just a hair under 100, sitting at a .08. Specht on second after a leadoff single, advancing to second on a 5-3 putout.
Come on, Dakota. You got this.
Runner takes off for third. Fastball outside, not in time as that throws late. A stolen base by Joe Specht.
He's stealing home one. The guy on third. Remember when I said about stealing?
First pitch of Dahl misses outside for ball number 1. Chopped hard down the third base line, almost clipping Specht. 1-1.
Wrong side of the line. Yeah, wrong.
Dakota on the wrong side of the line.
I didn't know the hecklers were on this side.
Oh, no, this it.
One ball and a strike. The pitch fouled straight back. 1-2. Specht trying to extend the inning. Runner on third, 2 outs. So far for the Turkeys, they have 1 hit, while the A's still have 0 through the first inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Thomas working from the windup with a runner on third. And the pitch misses the outside corner, evens the count. 2-2 here at 2 outs. The 2-2. Low and out, full count. First full count of the inning. Specht reaching by a single, followed by 2 strikeouts, a ground out to third, and a fly out to left. Dakota Dahl in the box now with Thomas Bowman on deck. The payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Held on to by Lee. That will do it for the top. For the first inning, that is. Going top of the 2. Both sides still knotted up at 0. Six, seven, eight coming up for the A's. Signing things off, Joshua Jackson, followed by Chase Fogg and Drake Wallace. Jackson tonight being the DH. Looking to get his first hit of the season, coming up against Charlie Jones, who has 1 strikeout through the first inning. First offering looking down to lay a bunt down. Not able to pull back as that's a cold strike, 0-1. Third baseman Abreu and Martinez over. Abreu playing in. And first baseman Martinez still playing back. 1 misses upstairs, evens count 1 ball and a strike. The 1-1. Change up downstairs, called a strike, 1-2. The 1-2 down in the dirt, ball 2, evens the count 2 apiece. Jones in the first, struck out 1, walked 2, alongside a ground out and fly out to the left side. The 2-2. Not able to hold a swing, cold strike for out number 1. That'll be Jones' second strikeout of the evening. This one coming up against Joshua Jackson. This will bring up Chase Fogg, batting .250 so far in SCBL play. First offering just misses downstairs, 1-0. Bounces away from Ryan Lee. Here comes the 1-0 from Charlie Jones. Fastball upstairs, 2-0. Five-hole Thomas Bowman waits back for the Disco Turkey side of the half, as that is a breaking ball that's called a strike on the inner half, 2-1. Fourth pitch of the at-bat. Downstairs, ball 3. Jones up to 30 pitches so far here in the second. A 3-1. Breaking pitch, it catches the outer half, full count. Once again, another batter where the A's thought it was ball 4. Works it back full for the third full count of the game thus far for Charlie Jones. Catches the inside corner. Strikeout number 3 of the evening for out number 2 here in the second. Fogg thought that was ball 4, 2 pitches in a row. Doesn't lift the bat off his shoulder. Walks back into the dugout. As that will bring up Drake Wallace, batting a .333 on the season. Tonight playing first base, batting from the left side. First offering to him. Cold strike. Saying he was not able to hold up on the swing. Able to get ahead here, 0-1. Back-to-back sliders, 0-2. Looking for a quick 1-2-3 inning here in a second. The 0-2. Fastball upstairs, ball 1. Cody Lee, the catcher, waits on deck for the A's. Lee waiting in the 9-hole. Both squads here in this one, batting 10. Chop, shortstop. Specht. Error by Specht. Wallace is able to reach on base by the error to Specht. Specht trying to backhand a ball that he should have went all the way through. That should have been a 1-2-3 inning. Can't change anything in the past, and that will bring up Cody Lee, batting a .200 so far in the early season. First pitch catches the bottom half of the zone, 0-1. It's been the same way both sides, but it does seem to be a bit downstairs. No balls and a strike here from Charlie Jones. The pitch. Fastball on the outer half. Catches him watching it, 0-2. All knotted up at 0 here in this one. Top of the second. The 0-2 trying to retire the order. Slider outside misses, 1-2. Bottom of the lineup waits on deck. That being Andrew McAllister. Runner on first is Wallace. 1-2 chop fouled. Just a bit out in front, had him fooled. Count remains 1-2. Martinez holding the runner on at first. Jones steps on the mound, working from the stretch. The 1-2. Believe it was foul tipped. Umpire said it was not. Drop third strike, calls him out, and that will do it. Going into the home half of the second. Both sides still knotted up, 0 apiece. Jet Thomas remains on the mound here in the second inning, as the Turkeys have 1 hit and 1 error through 2 innings on their side. The A's have no hits, no errors through 1 inning of play. Starting things off for the Turkeys is Thomas Bowman playing center field tonight. The last inning ended on a full count strikeout to Dakota Dahl. Joe Speck, the leadoff man for the Turkeys, singled and was stranded on third back in the first. First pitch is fouled off, 0-1. Jet Thomas waits, delivers from the windup, grounded shortstop. Harper over to Wallace, can't pick it out of the dirt, and throwing air by the shortstop will put up Jacob Smith at the plate. I'm giving it an error. And this will bring up Jacob Smith. Runner on first, no outs as that first pitch hits the inside corner. seemed a bit downstairs, about a ball and a half down and in. Regardless, here we have a 0-1 count, runner on first. Runner goes. Pitch is downstairs, throw is high, not in time. Stolen base by Thomas Bowman. Two-0 count here to Jacob Smith. Runner on second, that being the leadoff man of this inning, Thomas Bowman. The 1-1, 2-0, excuse me, that is downstairs. Believe the count is 3-0. Excuse me, 2-1. The 2-1 aligned. Almost nailed a light pull down the third base line. Evens count, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, nobody out. Runner on second. Has a big gap at the shortstop hole. Can't put it through as that pitch is downstairs, full count. Payoff pitch. Still nobody out here in this one. The pitch lined right back up the middle. Holding the runner over at third. Gonna be a... Runners will advance only 90 feet as that's hit right back up the middle where it came from. A loud single. This will bring up Boone Herman. Rain expected to start here in about 14 minutes, lasting for the next hour. Turkey's looking to push one across before the rain starts. Runner goes. Pitch misses upstairs. Gets through into center field. That's going to score the first Disco Turkeys run as that gets away from the second baseman. First to third on that play. After that first pitch stolen base by Jacob Smith, Boone Herman has a 1-0 count. As that curveball hits the inside corner, 1 ball and a strike.
At bat, second baseman, number 28, Boone Herman.
That one misses. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. Low and out, 3-1. A 3-1 low and out almost gets away from the catcher Lee. That will be a 5-pitch walk to bring up the 8-hole catcher Ryan Lee. Would not be shocked if we see Herman take off for second. Four stolen bases so far in the inning. In the game thus far. 2 coming from Joe Specht, 1 from Smith, and a 1 from Thomas Bowman. Pickoff move not in time as that throw is late. Jet Thomas back on the mound. Runner goes. Fastball misses outside, fakes a throw. Does not throw indeed. Another stolen base by the Turkeys. This one coming by Boone Herman, as I just mentioned. Now put runners on second and third for Ryan Lee. Pitch misses downstairs, 2-0. Jet Thomas up to 26 pitches thus far.
You know you're going to be there for like 4 hours.
The 2-0 upstairs, 3-0. Wind picking up here at Haynes Park.
Oh, did we miss Haley's graduation day?
The 3-0 inside, called a strike, 3-1. Three balls and a strike. The pitch lined right field, gets out of play. The count evens, 3-2. Second full count of the inning. Third of the game so far for the Turkeys. They struck out on the first in the inning, singled earlier, and here we are against Ryan Lee. Jet Thomas working from the windup. The payoff pitch downstairs gets away, runner not going, as there is a short backstop here at Haynes Park. Do not want to be the first out at home, especially after having 3 straight base runners. 4 straight, that is, excuse me, here in the inning. This inning started off on an error to short, that being to Harper. Jake Smith singling to center, followed by 2 straight walks. Now up the 9-hole, Blaze Johnson. Johnson looking to continue the 4-for-4. Bases will be loaded. Nobody out here in the second. 4 men to come up. All 4 have reached base. Gonna take a quick break. On the other side of this, we'll continue. Home half of inning number 2. First pitch here from Jet Thomas, misses upstairs, ball 1. Bullpen's looking quiet from the A's. Thomas working from the windup, the 1-0 pitch. Fastball outside, ball 2. Blaze Johnson comes in tonight as a DH. The EH waiting on tech, that being Braxton Tucker. The 2-0. Upstairs, 3-0. Tried a curveball and missed bad. Trying to avoid throwing 5 straight balls. The 3-0. Able to find the zone. Fastball hits, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Fastball catches the outside corner. Blaze Johnson thought it was ball 4 as that hit the outside corner. Full count, nobody out. Bullpen starting to get loose for the A's. Popped, fouled, count's going to remain 3-2.
26.
The man heading to the bullpen, number 26, Nick Sturga. Stigura, that is, excuse me. Is that full count line to right field? Gonna drop before the warning track. Caught by the right fielder, Lee. One run will score as the runners on second and third will advance 90 feet. A great sac fly into right field. But that will score one and put runners up on first and third. And that full count sac fly will bring up the EH back Braxton Tucker.
Batters the EH, number 36, Braxton Tucker.
Tucker trying to continue getting on base here. Runner at first not taking off quite yet as that's line fouled down the third base line. Jet Thomas gets ahead 0-1. Lined over the head of the first baseman in the right field, but foul. 0-2. Ryan Lee, the catcher, stands on first. Catcher's not known for speed, but we'll see if Ryan Lee goes here. Boone Herman stands on third, trying to be the third Disco Turkey run. 0-2's grounded. Past a second baseman in the right field, and that will score the Disco Turkey's third run of the game. A RBI single by Braxton Tucker.
Next up is shortstop, number 5, Joe Speck.
This will bring up top of lineup Joe Specs, who singled back in the first. Runners first and second. Ryan Lee on second. Tucker stands on first. Fastball downstairs, 1-0. Normal position, Braxton Tucker would be out on that single on the right, but the second baseman, McAllister, was playing at a double play depth. Either that or expecting a steal by Ryan Lee and was not able to range back over to the left and make that snag. Helps out the Turkeys as that increases their lead 3-0. Fastball misses upstairs, 2-0. Joe Speck singled back on the first, ended up being left on base after having two stolen bases as he stole second and then stole third. Runners first and second here, one out, trying to avoid a double play. The 2-0 grounded into right field, snagged by the second baseman. Throw is in time for out number 2. A great diving play by the second baseman, McAllister. That will advance both of the base runners up 90 feet as they now stand on second and third. And this will bring up Julian Abreu, the 8th batter of the evening. Abreu in his last at bat grounded out to third baseman in a 5-3 putout. First offering here is popped up. Going to be a tough play over the head of the second baseman into shallow right field. Lee's underneath of it to make the grab, and that will do it for inning number 2. Turkeys score 3 as the Turkeys have the lead going into the third. 3-0. Disco Turkeys back on the field, set to start things off here in the third inning. Man in their way is a 10-hole man, Andrew McAllister, playing second base tonight, batting a .285. Leadoff man waits on deck, that being Chris Lee. He grounded out the third in his first at bat. Charlie Jones back on the mound for the Turkeys. First pitch breaking ball catches the inside corner. 0-1. Rain set to start here at Haynes Park in the next few minutes. Bounces down off the mask of Lee. Count evens, a ball and a strike. Hopefully rain will not wash us out, especially the broadcast here.
This is like the people that are like, I'm not a doctor, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express. Like that's what
Turkeys lead at 3-0 as a 1-1 misses downstairs. 2 balls and a strike.
they all want to see. No, they want to see
Charlie Jones working from the stretch. The 2-1. Swing on a miss on a pitch outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here against Andrew McAllister. The 2-2's downstairs for a full count. McAllister's walked once, struck out twice so far in SCBL play. Has a full count here in the third. The payoff pitch. Fastball hits the outside corner, sits you down, strike 3. That is the 4th strikeout of the evening for Charlie Jones. First pitch to Tyler Floyd, grounded. 5-3 put out as Derek Martinez able to dig it out of the dirt. Out number 2. Excuse me, as that was Chris Lee, the leadoff man. This will bring up the 2-hole batter, Tyler Floyd, the EH who walked back in the first on a full count. First pitch misses outside, ball 1. Rain expected here in a minute.
I have 7 years experience plus 4 more years of school. That puts me at 11 years.
1 ball and a strike. Fastball misses downstairs, 2 balls and a strike. Minute dish, Tyler Floyd, batting .333 on the season, as that fastball hits the outside corner, 2-2. Tyler Floyd is a freshman from Lexington, South Carolina, attending the University of Charleston. That hits the inside corner, sits you down, strike 3. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Charlie Jones. 5th strikeout of the evening for Jones as we head into the home half of the third. Turkeys up, 3-0.
Take a trip down to the country at Bixby General Store. We have everything you need from a quick lunch to a fishing or hunting license. So come on in, with our staff so friendly and kind it will seem as if you've never left your own home. Browse the aisles stocked with a wall full of variety of drinks, chips, ice cream, fishing gear, and more. There's also a fresh and hot deli with Bixby famous hot dogs, hamburgers, and so much more. Just ask for the Bixby Chicks to guide you in the right direction and find what you need. That is Bixby General Store at 2200 Cornatza Road, Advance, North Carolina, 27006. Call us at 336-998-6470. We can also be found on Facebook or Instagram at Bixby General Store.
Derek Martinez set to get things started here in the home half of the third. Derek Martinez flew out back in the first on an 0-2 count. First pitch nails him in the shin pad. That will put him on first. A leadoff base runner here in the third. This will bring up. Is it 28? I said 28.
North or south? It's just Dakota.
So they didn't take him out then. Fastball misses upstairs 1-0. The 1-0 catches the inside corner 1-1 here against Dakota Dahl. Can you unplug that cord for me?
Let's go, Dakota.
The 1-1 popped up. Gotta get out of play. 1-2.
Hey, you got it. You got it.
1 ball and 2 strikes here against Dakota Dahl. Man on deck, Thomas Bowman reached on an error back in the second. The 1-2 popped up, fouled back once again. Count remains 1-2.
It's coming down. In the tree. There's another one over there.
Pickoff move over the first. Not in time. Thomas back on the mound. Man at the dish, Dakota Dahl. The 1-2. Fastball misses outside, evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 off-speed pitch just misses the inside corner. Almost hits Dahl in the elbow. Full count. Fell behind 1-2 as that's popped straight back. Martinez was headed for second. Count remains full.
I was just playing. Hit it that way.
Hit it that way, not hit it up to this.
Let's go.
Full count once again here to Dakota Dahl.
Do it.
Not hit it.
Jet Thompson working from the stretch. Martinez not going as that pitch misses upstairs, ball 4.
Way to go. Good at that, bud.
This will bring up Thomas Bowman. Sits 0 for 1 after reaching on an error back in the second. Now put runners on first and second. Pitching coach comes out, looks to be a pitching change. Going to take a quick timeout on the other side of this. We'll continue. Home of the third. After the pitching change, Nicholas Sturga steps on the mound for the A's. Man up for the Disco Turkeys, Thomas Bowman. First offering him called a strike on the top half of the zone, 0-1. Bowman in his first at bat reached on an error to short. Stole second, then scored back in the second. The 0-1. Fastball upstairs, ball one. Runner on second, Derek Martinez. Runner on first, Dakota Dahl. Reached on a hit by pitch and walk. Rain slowly starting to sprinkle here at Haynes Park. The 1-1. Fouled straight back. 1-2. I think we're fine.
It's kind of like the crepes place. Yeah, that's literally.
1 ball, 2 strikes here against Thomas Bowman. Bowman trying to reach on base 2 times in a row here against the A's. Shortstop Harper holding on the runner at second, that being Martinez. Pitch upstairs, evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Still nobody out here in the third.
That sounds like it was a crazy time.
That was good. That was better than mine.
It wasn't live. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Trying to stay alive is Bowman. The pitch, down and in, gets away from the catcher. Runner advances to third, and he's safe. Reaches on the pass ball.
I didn't know the big ball team hits the way no way.
Runner on first did not advance following that, so that will be a runner on first and third on a full count to Thomas Bowman. The payoff pitch upstairs, ball 4. That will bring up Jacob Smith.
And then when we were in your car to go to Raylan's house, and I was like, I know.
Jacob Smith is 1 for 1, singling into center, back in the second. Jake Smith being a part of the 4 for 4 runners reaching on base, back in the second. Fastball hits the inside corner, about a ball and a half off. It's been a call to strike all day on Tuesday and so far all day here on Thursday. 0-1.
And it tells them what to do, how to play. See, they have third base coach.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Turkey's trying to push across more. Misses downstairs, 1-1. Stidegura up to 8 pitches so far. Trying to get the first out here in the third. Third baseman Fogg playing in. As here's the 1-1. Misses the inside corner, 2 balls and a strike. Runner on third, Martinez. Dahl at second. Bowman at first.
Mommy, I do a baseball
The 2-1's aligned in the center field. Gonna drop down for extra base hit. Hits the outfield wall. 1 run scores. 2 run scores. Rushing around third. 3 run score. Gets away.
That's a good.
And the runner will stay on third. 6-0 just like that.
Nice job.
Now batting second baseman, number 28, Ben Herman.
This will bring up Boone Herman, still with a runner on third, nobody out. Is it still raining? No. First pitch fastball catches the outside corner 0-1. The 0-1 bounces down, blocked by Lee. Bounces away from the catcher Lee. Runner on third, Smith upset at himself because he didn't advance on that pass ball. 1-1. One ball and a strike here up against Boone Herman. Fastball up and in, ball 2. Man on deck, Ryan Lee. Segura working from the stretch. The 2-1. Pop straight up out of play. Count evens. 2-2. Herman trying to push it across the 7th Disco Turkey run. They're currently ahead 6-0 here in the bottom half of the third. The 2-2. Up and in, full count. Third full count of the inning. Both so far have resulted in a walk. Now coming back to the second batter, Dakota Dahl, and third batter, Thomas Bowman. The payoff pitch. Downstairs, ball 4. The third walk on a full count this inning. This will bring up the catcher, Ryan Lee.
At bat the catcher, number 27, Ryan Lee.
Ryan Lee walked back in the second. Currently now, Herman on first, Smith at third. Perfect chance for another stolen base. Boone Herman had one back in the second. Fastball upstairs, ball 1. Herman with 1. Jake Smith with 1. Thomas Bowman with 1. Alongside Joe Specht with 2. The 1-0. Fastball catches the top half of the zone. A ball and a strike. Aaron's still hitting my arm. I don't see any drops, but it's hitting my arm. Pickoff move, not in time. Infield umpire making sure of it. Count remains 1-1 here up against the catcher, Ryan Lee. Runner goes. Fastball catches the outside corner, not drawing a throw. A ball and 2 strikes against Ryan Lee, but that does put runners on second and third with one out, with nobody out. That is, excuse me. Ryan Lee calls time to clear out the batter's box. Ryan Lee is a 5'8", 195-pound senior from Cleveland, Tennessee, attending Tennessee Tech University. The 1-2 misses the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count comes back even after falling behind 1-2. Smith at third, Herman on second. The 2-2 catches the inside corner, sits him down for out number 1 of the inning. This will bring up Blaze Johnson with a 1 out. Smith remains on third and Herman still on second.
Number 27, attention, the DH, number 7, Blaze Johnson.
Blaze Johnson trying to do what he did back in the second. He had a sac fly into right field, scoring 1. Has a chance to do it here again in the second. In the third, that is, excuse me. Turkeys up 6-0. Turkeys have 6 runs on 4 hits. The pitch, pop fouled straight back. Sturga gets himself ahead in the count, 0-1. No balls and a strike. Man on deck, 10-hole batter Braxton Tucker, the EH. The 0-1 aligned into right field, gonna drop down foul. Johnson falls behind 0-2. Johnson's sac fly back in the second came on a full count. No stranger to 2-strike hitting. Still looking to get his first hit, according to the Point Streak website. The 0-2 fouled straight back. Count remains 0-2. Light rain here at Haynes Park, expected to stop it right around 30 minutes from now. Meanwhile, Blaze Johnson down in the count, 0-2. The 7th batter of the inning thus far for the Turkeys. Downstairs, ball 1. Sturga up to 25 pitches here in the 3rd inning alone. Pitching change came just after the first batter, as the 1-2's upstairs was not able to hold a swing. Second strikeout of the evening for Sturga in back-to-back batters. That will bring up the 10th hole, Braxton Tucker. Tucker back in the second, singled after being left on base after reaching second. Runner second and third. Slider had him fooled as that missed the outside corner. 1-0. Stigura falls behind the count 1-0 early. As that misses upstairs, 2-0. Top of the lineup due up next for the Turkeys, that being Joe Specht. Sits 1-for-1 on the evening, singling and grounding out the second. Segura working from the stretch. The pitch catches the inside corner, dropped by the catcher Lee. 2 balls and a strike. Turkey scored 3 in the second, 3 in the third. as that fastball just misses the inside corner. Looked good from here. Home plate umpire said no. 3 balls and a strike. The 3-1 upstairs, ball 4. That will load the bases once again and bring up the top of the lineup, Joe Specht. Rainbow in left center field. I see it. Yeah, I can see it. Rain coming down just a little harder here at Haynes Park. Bases loaded as that pitch misses the inside corner. 1-0 to top of the lineup, Joe Specht. Umbrellas coming up here in the stands alongside some of the fans coming back. Pitching coach coming out. Head coach, that is, coming out for the A's. Going to take a quick timeout on the other side of this. We'll continue the home half of inning number 3. Coming back here, Joe Specht steps into the box for the Turkeys. Nick Segura remains on the mound for the A's. First offering here, fastball catches the top half of the zone on the outer half. 1-1. That mound visit came on a 1-0 count. As you can see, a double rainbow now forming on the screen, coming into left center field. 1 ball and a strike. Upstairs, 2-1. She's not paying any attention. 2 balls and a strike. Bases loaded. Smith on third, Herman on second, Tucker on first. The 2-1 foul tip straight back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Specht trying to continue the inning. The pitch. Fouled straight back. Count remains 2-2. Steguras coming in on 35 pitches here in the inning alone. He's accounted for all 3 of the runners scored here in the third. Trying to hold runners on the bases. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Foul tip straight back once again. Count remains 2-2. Awaiting the 7th pitch of the at-bat. We're also closing in 9th batter of the inning. The 10th batter waits on deck. Once again, Turkey's batting 10. So the lineup does not roll over until Derek Martinez. The 2-2 foul straight back once again. Count remains again 2-2. trying to stay alive here, fighting off a 2-2 count, 3 pitches in a row. Here comes the 8th pitch of the at-bat. The pitch, lined center field, ranging to his right. Left fielder makes the grab. Easy play by Torres to retire the home half of the 3rd. Going top 4, Turkeys up 6-0. Coming back here, visiting half of the 4th inning, set to start things off is Eric Harper. He struck out swinging back in the 1st for the 2nd out of the game. He struck out on a full... No. He struck out on a full count back in the 1st. Facing off the same pitcher, Charlie Jones, who struck out 5 thus far. 6 that is, excuse me. As that first pitch catches the inside corner, 0-1. Off speed was able to hit the corner as Jones finds himself back ahead. 0-1 bounces down in the dirt. A ball and a strike. Head coach for the Turkeys is Noah Anderson, stepping in this season as head coach after being assistant coach past couple seasons. Pitching coach remains the same, that being A.J. Lewis. A ball and 2 strikes as that was fouled straight back. The pitch. Outside evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next home game broadcasted here on the Carolina Disco Turkey Network. We'll be back Saturday, June 16th, 15th that is, excuse me, at Wake Forest University, that being against the Copperheads. Once again, that will be a double header starting at 6 p.m. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch, down in the dirt, comes off near side, has a play at first, not able to hold on to it as he runs around first, over the second, as that drop third strike will put the leadoff man on second as it was able to get away from Lee. This will bring up Boston Torres. Off-speed catches the inside corner. 0-1. No balls and a strike here to Torres. He walked on 5 back in the 1st. The 0-1 chopped shortstop. Spect over to Martinez. Not in time as that gets away from Martinez. And that will score the first A's run here in this one. Make it 6-1. air to short right. Six one here in the fourth. After that throwing error by the shortstop, Joe Speck. Now put a runner on first, that being Boston Torres. Now bring up Stephen Williams. He flew out to left in the first. First pitch here misses outside, ball one. Ball and no strikes, swung over top of the off-speed pitch, 1-1. Jones checking on his runner at first. He has 6 strikeouts on the night thus far. The 1-0, 1-1 that is, misses down and out, ball 2. With 6 strikeouts, Jones has 2 walks to his name. As a 2-1. Catches the bottom half of the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on first. Here comes the 2-2. Fastball just misses a low outside corner. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
So that's why I got the pineapple. Pineapple is actually more sour.
Can't you always see them? Chopped, fouled down the third base side. Count remains 3-2. Runners were going. 3-2, the payoff pitch coming up from Charlie Jones. Man in the box, that being Stephen Williams. Once again flew out the 7th to end the first. Catches the outside corner, sits you down, strike 3. That'll be the first out here in the 4th. Seven strikeouts so far for the pitcher Charlie Jones, and that will bring up Joshua Jackson. He struck out swinging back in the 2nd. Fastball catches the inside corner, 0-1. The 0-1 swung on and missed, 0-2. The 0-2 sits you down, strikeout number 2. That's the 2nd out of the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts to bring up Chase Fogg. I was trying to find headphones. I don't have a pair. Swing on and miss a pitch downstairs, 0-1. So I couldn't hear him. The 0-1 misses low and out, a ball and a strike. I don't have any. I lost mine.
You want to try some of my lemon?
A ball and a strike. Runner on first. Catches the inside corner. 1-2. Looking for 3 straight strikeouts. The 1-2 runner goes. Pop fly fouled off the first base side. Has eyes for a car. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, he literally comes in. He's like, they look so good, but I don't know how they get both teams running.
That's good. That's good ice cream picking.
Charlie Jones looking to close out of the 4th. Fastball misses low and out. Ball 2.
What size did you get?
It really wasn't that much more than yours.
Jones closing in on 80 pitches here through 3 2/3 inning pitch. The 2-2 has a better calls time. Jones throws it anyway. No pitch. Count remains 2-2.
Yeah.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch just misses the outside corner. Full count. Head coach for the Turkeys thought that caught the outside corner.
Oh, this would be cute for like a picture.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. Should be going. He is. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Sits you down. Strike 3. 3 straight strikeouts in the 4th. Going into the home half of the 4th. Turkeys up 6-1. Coming back here into the home half of the 5th. Turkeys looking to continue as they're up 6-1. A's scored their first run, home half of the 4th. A's scored their 1 run in the top half of the 4th. Julian Abreu stepping in for the Turkeys. new pitcher stepping in for the A's, that being Trevor Harris. He is stepping in place of Nicholas Segura. First pitch just misses downstairs, 1-0. Abreu so far the night is 0 for 2, grounding out to third and flying out to right. The 1-0 blooped straight to the first baseman. Out number 1. That will bring up Derek Martinez. He's flew out to left and was hit by a pitch on the first pitch back in the third, which started a 9-batter rally in the third while they scored 3 runs back in the third. First pitch here catches the outside corner, 0-1.
How did you know that? Somebody tell you?
Martinez a few nights ago had 2 home runs. He has 3 on the season. 2 of those coming in back-to-back at-bats back on Tuesday night against the Statesville Owls. That catches the inside corner, 0-2. According to the SCBL website, showing he's batting an incredible .800. The 0-2. Upstairs gets away from the catcher. And Martinez comes back into it, a ball and 2 strikes. Martinez ended up scoring back in the third inning, thanks to an RBI triple by Jacob Smith. And that was a bases clearing triple into the left center gap. A ball and 2 strikes down in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher, blocked by the home plate umpire. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Batter on deck is Dakota Dahl, playing left field. Martinez on first. The pitch just misses the outside corner. Full count. The full count. The pitch. Downstairs, ball 4. Take your base to Derek Martinez. That will bring up Dakota Dahl. Dakota Dahl sits 0 for 1, striking out on a full count in the first, reaching on a full count back in the third. And Derek Martinez reached on a walk. A batter go on a full count. First pitch to Dahl, misses the inside corner, 1-0. Home plate umpire staying very consistent thus far here. Still in the middle goings of this one. Popped up left field. Gonna be in foul territory. Gets out of play. 1-1. The man waiting on deck, Thomas Bowman. He's 0 for 1, reaching on an error and walking. One ball, 1 strike here against Dahl. Runner on first, not going as a pitch. Gets away, bounces down. Runner will advance to second on the pass ball. No need for him to steal there.
Oh wow, look at that. Look at that ingenuity right there. Zip tie cell.
It's been fine. He hasn't had to move. 2 balls and a strike. Misses the inside corner. 3 balls and a strike. Trevor Harris trying to work it back full for back-to-back full counts. The pitch to Dahl. Downstairs, ball 4. Back-to-back walks will bring up Thomas Bowman, who walked back in the third. 8 walks so far for the Turkeys, 1 hit by pitch, 9 free bases. As that swung on a miss at a pitch downstairs, 0-1. Turkeys so far have only struck out 3 times. Most recently coming back to Blaze Johnson back in the third. Pitch misses upstairs, a ball and a strike. No run rule in effect until the 7th inning, then it's 10 after 7. Turkeys up 6-1 here in the 4th. Swing on a missed. Blown by the fastball, a ball and 2 strikes. The lefty steps back into the box. Back foot right there on the line. The 1-2 foul tip straight back, and that will retire Bowman. That will bring up Jacob Smith. Jacob Smith comes in tonight 2 for 2. Singled back in the second, tripled in the third. Fastball misses downstairs, a ball and no strikes. Smith himself responsible for 3 RBIs. The 1-0 upstairs, ball 2. Jake Smith is a 6'0", 205-pound sophomore from King, North Carolina, attending UNC Pembroke. Bats left, throws left. The 2-0 count is a fastball right down the pipe, 2-1. Martinez stands on second, Dakota Dahl on first. The 2-1. Up and out, 3-1.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it does work.
Trevor Harris steps back on the mound as Smith steps in the batter's box as well. 3 balls and a strike. The pitch. Outside, ball 4.
Oh, it is from the great show. Right. I've seen it, yeah.
9 walks. 10 free bases so far for the Turkeys.
We had a house full of people coming in. What is with housefuls of people with Robbie getting hurt?
Pitching coach comes out, gonna take a quick break. On the other side of this, we'll continue. Home of the 4th. Man at the dish now, Boone Herman. Harris remains on the mound for the A's. First pitch here, upstairs, ball 1. Third straight ball. Bullpens are empty, both sides. The 1-0. Fastball catches the outside corner, 1-1.
Bring all 3 of his friends home. They're all in the middle.
Excuse me, Turkeys have 1 person in the pen. Bases remain loaded here, 2 outs.
Make sure that his friend brings him back home.
The 1-1 down in the dirt, stopped up by the catcher Lee. 2 balls and a strike. Rain has stopped here at Haynes Park. That 2-1's blocked up by the catcher Lee once again. 3 balls and a strike.
Funny, eh?
Double Rainbow has since disappeared. Not before the Turkeys have put up 6 here at R.J. Reynolds High School. Boone Herman's walked in the second, walked in the third, looking to walk here in the fourth as that's chopped down the third base side, fouled. Full count here once again. First full count of the inning resulted in a walk. Going back to Derek Martinez, who's still on base, standing at third. This full count resulting in a base hit or ball 4. The full count runner's going. Popped up out the first base side. Eyes in the trees.
And missed the car.
Count remains full.
I thought that was the ball hitting.
Temperature here in Winston-Salem, a cool and brisk 76. The payoff pitch once again. Harris from the stretch. Lined hard, almost nailing Martinez down the third base line. Count remains full once again. No place to put him. Turkeys trying to add at least 1 as they gave up 1 in the top half of the fourth. Once again from the stretch, the payoff pitch. Cold strike upstairs, sits you down, and that will do it in the fourth. Going top of the fifth, Turkeys up, 6-1.
Where it began, I can't begin to know, but then I know it's growing strong. Wasn't the spring,
I've never reacted to it.
and spring became the
And
summer.
I cut that tree up the next day.
I believe you come.
Yeah, it was bad. I had to go get the prednisone.
Touching hands,
Yeah, we win.
reaching out, touching me, touching
What number's on the mound? What number is he?
Oh, there's a towel hanging up. I'll use that.
and it don't seem so lonely. We've been
6.
in love with all
Boys, and I'd be the worst.
Turn around and look at Joe Campbell right there.
Yeah.
Now pitching for the Disco Turkeys number 6. Please pick up the. How can I hurt touching one, reaching out, touching me, touching me.
Paxton Tucker takes over on the mount for Charlie Jones. As Jones' night's finished, he finishes with 8 strikeouts, 2 walks, no hits. Tucker's a 6'2", 210-pound sophomore from High Point, North Carolina, who attends Carolina University, right up the road from Truist Stadium. Used to be partially home to your very own Disco Turkeys, who had 1 home game there last season. But starting things off here in the 5th, Drake Wallace. He's 0 for 1, reaching on an error in the 2nd. First pitch chopped over the Derek Martinez. He's going to take it himself. A 3 putout starts the 5th. This to bring up the 9-hole catcher, Cody Lee. He struck out swinging back in the 2nd. One out for Cody Lee. First offering is a fastball that misses outside, ball 1. The 1-0 from Tucker. Low and out, ball 2. Third base over to Martinez, digging it out of the dirt. Out number 2. Apologies here, as that is McDuffie on the mound for the Turkeys. Reese McDuffie, that is. As that is a 5-3 putout. As Martinez has saved quite a few errors here in the field. Chopped, shortstop, Specht. Fielding it in, throwing it to Martinez. A quick 1-2-3 inning as we head into the home half of the 5th. Ryan Lee set to start things off for the Turkeys. Turkeys up 6-1. Coming back to the Disco Turkey half of things, Turkey is trying to increase their 6-1 lead. Coach for the A's out talking to home plate umpire, discussing something about something. Set to start things off for the Turkeys will be Ryan Lee facing off against the pitcher last inning, Trevor Harris. Ryan Lee comes in tonight batting in the 8 hole. Blaze Johnson awaiting on deck in the 9 hole. Lee has walked and struck out, heading back to the 3rd. First pitch swinging. Fouled off just about into the 3rd base dugout, 0-1. No balls and a strike, as Harris is able to get ahead, 0-1. Bounces down in the dirt. A ball and a strike. Next home game will be back on the 15th of June at Wake Forest against the Copperheads, that being a doubleheader starting at 6 p.m. Changeup misses the inside corner, 2 balls and a strike. Next game will be Saturday in Albemarle facing the Uwharrie Wampus Cats. Another SCBL matchup as that fastball catches the top half of the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Uwharrie so far in the standings sits 1 game back of the Turkeys. 1 win, 3 losses in conference play, while the Turkeys are 2-2. The 2-2 misses downstairs. Full count here once again. A lot of pitches have been thrown by both sides. Back-to-back bases. Full counts as that nails Lee on the thigh. And that will bring up the DH Blaze Johnson. What I was trying to say prior to that hit by pitch, 2 full counts back-to-back batters, the last one resulting in a strikeout to end the 4th. Blaze Johnson has also seen a full count, resulting in a sac fly back in the 2nd before striking out in the 3rd. He's 0 for 2. Pop straight up, straight back, out of play, 0-1. Runner on first, that being Ryan Lee after the hit by pitch just a few moments ago. Turkeys up 6-1. Harris working from the stretch. Pitch misses the inside corner, gets away from the catcher Lee. Lee not going, that being the runner on first, Ryan Lee. A ball and a strike. Will Lee try and run on Lee? Not on this pitch, as that one misses upstairs. 2 balls and a strike.
He's dancing over there. Cody Lee. You guys have a good night. We'll see you on Sunday. Yeah.
Pickoff move over the first. Not in time. Scooting around the base, getting back up. Man on the mound, Trevor Harris getting a sign from the catcher, Cody Lee. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch upstairs, 3-1. So far, there's been 11 free batters that have reached base, whether being hit by pitch or walk. So far, 9 walks, 2 hit by pitches. The 3-1. Line center field. Center fielder Williams is underneath of it for out number 1. A fly out to center will bring up the 10-hole batter, Braxton Tucker. Tucker singled in the 2nd and walked in the 3rd. He's been left on base at both times, trying to avoid that here in the 5th as the Turkeys are up 6-1. Ryan Lee remains on first after that fly out in the center field. Working from the stretch, the pitch. Misses inside, ball one. Possible a balk move. Pointed out by pitching coach A.J. Lewis for the Turkeys. The 1-0. Barely catches the inside corner. 1-1. The broadcast booth here in this one is up the first base line with a mobile camera sitting behind home plate. Line to right field, has a chance to drop. Right fielder Lee able to make the grab. Out number 2. Just able to stay fair regardless. Out number 2, and that will bring up top of the lineup Joe Specht. Specht trying to get back in the hit column after seeing one the first, then he's grounded out the second and flew out to left, back into second and third. Fastball upstairs, ball 1. In the first, he was left on base after stealing both second and third. Both while Dakota Dahl was at the dish. Dancing at first, runner goes. Draws no throw as that was an easy stolen base by Ryan Lee. Was called a strike, so the count is 1-1. Catches the inside corner. A ball and 2 strikes. Specht trying to avoid Specht trying to get on base for the first time since the first inning. Runner on second, the 1-2. Foul straight back. Count remains 1-2. Back in the third, when Joe Specht flew out to left, that was his 8th pitch of the at-bat. After falling behind 1-2 like he is now. Line to right side, drops down foul. If stayed fair, Ryan Lee would have scored from second, scoring the 7th Turkey run. That drops foul, and he'll return back to second. Count remains 1-2. Pitcher comes set in the 1-2. Fouled straight back once again. Same exact outcome from the third inning. A ball and 2 strikes after fouling 3 straight back after getting 2 strikes. 2 amazing at-bats back-to-back for Specht, trying to find a way on base. 1-2, runner goes, broken bat.
That stinks. Darn it. Dang it, Joe.
And the count remains 1-2.
Good job.
Firewood. As there's been 4 foul balls straight after getting a 1-2 count. Specht started a at-bat drawing a first pitch ball. As that bounces down the dirt, gets away, and Ryan Lee will advance to third. Six straight strikes thrown by Harris. Not going to go back and look, but probably the most thrown by a A's pitcher tonight. The 2-2 upstairs, 3-2. Great at bat here by Specht. After going down to 1-2, he's worked it back full. The 10th pitch of the at bat upcoming. The payoff pitch. Downstairs, ball 4. A great at bat there by Joe Specht. I'd be expecting him to get his third stolen base of the night here. Great opportunity, runners first and third. Knowing previous luck, there will not even be a throw down the second. There's been a throwing error, and trying to fake the runner on third hasn't worked thus far. Runner goes, grounded, third base. Able to pick it up, throwing over the first. Just able to hold on the first is Wallace. And that will do it for the home half of the fifth. Going into the sixth, Turkey's up 6-1. As we'll see the top of the lineup up for the A's.
Take a trip down to the country at Bixby General Store. We have everything you need from a quick lunch to a fishing or hunting license. So come on in, with our staff so friendly and kind it will seem as if you've never left your own home. Browse the aisles stocked with a wall full of variety of drinks, chips, ice cream, fishing gear, and more. There's also a fresh and hot deli with Bixby famous hot dogs, hamburgers, and so much more. Just ask for the Bixby Chicks to guide you in the right direction and find what you need. That is Bixby General Store at 2200 Cornatza Road, Advance, North Carolina, 27006. Call us at 336-998-6470. We can also be found on Facebook or Instagram at Bixby General Store.
Top of the sixth, leadoff man up for the A's, that being Chris Lee. He's grounded out to third in his first and second at bat. He's seen 3 pitches through 2 at bats. Trying to keep that up as the man on the mound is McDuffie. McDuffie, the one to take over for Charlie Jones, as the man in the point streak for number 6 is not McDuffie.
Kingsmen are leading Queen City 11-2. Top of the 7th.
We're set here, top of the 6th. First pitch offering, just misses downstairs. 1-0. Corn Dogs today beat the Regulators of a final score of 9-2. There's 3 games set for tomorrow. As that pitch is downstairs in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes. Wampus Cats are in Statesville for a 7 o'clock matchup. Regulators at the Copperheads, and the Morrisville Spinners at the Corn Dogs. Turkeys will be back in action Saturday night against the Wampus Cats. That game will be down in Uwharrie, as the 2-0 just misses downstairs. 3 balls, no strikes. Trying to avoid a 4-pitch walk here in the 6th. Fouled straight back down the third base side. 3 balls and a strike. McDuffie trying to work back in it after going down 3-0 on a questionable 2-0 call that just missed the bottom half of the zone. Regardless, now it's 3 balls and a strike for Chris Lee. The pitch pops straight up, right center field. Right fielder's underneath of it, as Jake Smith retires Chris Lee for out number 1. This will bring up the 2-hole batter, Tyler Floyd, the extra hitter.
Next up for the eighth, number 4.
Change 22. DH.
Excuse me here, 22 takes over for Tyler Floyd. This being Cole Shabowski. Bounces down in the dirt, 1-0. One-0 count here, facing up against McDuffie. The 1-0 catches the inside corner. A ball and a strike here, the 1-out. Righty on lefty matchup here against Cole Shabowski. Two balls and a strike. Called strike, 2-2. Tyler Floyd so far, who Shabowski's pinch hitting for, drew a walk back in the first, struck out in the third. Now Shabowski's here in the 6th. The 2-2. Just misses the inside corner. Full count. McDuffie up to 15 pitches here through 2 innings of work. Got a sign from Ryan Lee. The payoff pitch. Fouled down the third base side. Count remains full. 3-2. Looking for the 7th pitch of the at-bat. And the second payoff pitch. Cold strike on the top half of the zone. That will sit him down. Strikeout number 1 for Reese McDuffie. That strike caught the top half of the zone, and that will bring up Eric Harper. He struck out swinging the first and struck out swinging in the 4th, but was able to reach first on a pass ball.
At bat, the shortstop, number 1, Eric Harper.
Eric Harper, so far in SCBL play, sits at a .333 batting average. It's his first offering here, swung on and missed, 0-1. The 0-1. Fastball catches the outside corner. No balls and 2 strikes. Looking for back-to-back strikeouts. Looking for 10 strikeouts on the day. Chopped. Third base. Abreu. Not in time, as that throw was late. The first hit of the game for the A's comes here in the 6th to the 3-hole batter, Eric Harper. Throw was just a tad late. Also bounced out of Derek Martinez's glove. Either way, he reached base before that error would have occurred. I'll bring up Boston Torres with a runner on first. First offering, fastball down the pipe, 0-1. Still 75 degrees here at Haynes Park. Runner on first coming by the first hit of the game for the A's, Eric Harper. 0-1 called a strike upstairs. No balls, 2 strikes. Ryan Lee framed that perfectly, bringing that high pitch right down to the top of the zone. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Looking to get out of this a little bit of a pickle after giving up the first base hit. The pitch. Misses low and in, a ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch, runner goes. Chopped. Second base. Herman over to Martinez. In plenty of time for the 3rd out of the inning. Heading into the home half of the 6th. Turkeys still up. 6-1. Due up for the Turkeys will be 3-hole batter Derek Martinez. Derek Martinez set to start things off here in the bottom half of the 6th. First pitch misses from the new pitcher, Boston Torres, who takes over for Trevor Harris. Boston Torres was playing left field earlier in this game, now on the mound. The 1-0 gets away from the catcher, Cody Lee. 2-0. Line center field has a chance. Go! Off the wall. A stand-up double by Derek Martinez. A loud leadoff double here in the 6th inning.
Next up, left fielder number 26, Dakota Dahl.
This will bring up Dakota Dahl. He struck out in the first, walked in the third, walked into fourth, sitting 0 for 1 on today. Great chance here with a runner on second, nobody out, with a pitcher that likes to throw inside the righties. Lined hard down the third base side, goes foul. Torres gets it in the count, 0-1. No balls and a strike. Dahl scored in the third, left on base in the fourth. The 0-1 upstairs, a ball and a strike. Torres gets a sign from Cody Lee. Checks on his runner at second. The pitch. Upstairs, 2 balls and a strike. Derek Martinez on second after a leadoff double into the left center gap. The 2-1. Pop straight back out of play. That evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Not this way.
Dahl looking to get at least 1 RB out of the night. Runner on second in scoring position, that being Martinez. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. The pitch. Catches the inside corner, sits him down for the first out of the inning. That will bring up Thomas Bowman. Bowman's reached on an error back in the second, walked in the third, struck out swinging in the fourth. So far for the Turkeys, they've had 13 free passes to first. 1 being an error to Bowman, 10 walks, and 2 hit by pitches. First offering catches the inside corner, 0-1. The Turkeys have left a lot of men on base. Timeout by the batter, that being Bowman. The 0-1 down and out evens the count, a ball and a strike. So far for the Turkeys, they have left 12 men on base. They have not been able to cross 12 batters that have reached base. The 1-1. Downstairs, 2-1. As of right now, there have been 13 batters left on base. One of them still on, that being Derek Martinez here in the 6th. The 2-1. Breaking ball that catches the outside corner. 2-2. Bowman got ahead, 2 balls and a strike. Torres works it back even, 2-2. Turkeys have 6 runs on 4 hits, thanks to 10 walks. The 2-2. Chop fouled hard down the third base side, right at the dugout. Count remains 2-2. Things slowing down here at Haynes Park, home of R.J. Reynolds. Rain has cleared. A lightning can still be seen in dead center field. Time to redo the 2-2. Working from the stretch, checking on his runner at second, that being Martinez. The pitch. Down and in, full count once again. The A's trying to avoid their 11th walk of the game. The payoff pitch. Outside ball for the 11th walk of the game for the A's. This will bring up Jacob Smith. He's 2 for 2 with a walk. Singled in the second, tripled in the third, and walked in the fourth. Looking for a long inning here in the sixth. A leadoff double, strikeout, and a walk. First pitch to Smith is a pitch that just barely catches the bottom half of the zone, 0-1.
Just swing at everything. Stand on the plate.
The 0-1. Just misses the outside corner, ball and a strike. Cody Lee goes out to try and calm down the pitcher, number 23 at Boston Torres. Man at the dish, Jacob Smith, he's 2 for 2. Going to take a quick timeout. On the other side of this break, we'll continue. Jacob Smith's at bat. Fourth time through the lineup for the Turkeys. Down all the way to the 6-hole batter. Looks like Specht and at least the top half will receive 5 at-bats here in this one. Right now the 1-1. Fastball in the inner half catches the zone, 1-2. Trying to stay alive, Smith has not struck out yet tonight. Second time with 2 strikes. His first at-bat in the second was back in the third, his second at-bat was a full count. He ended up drawing a walk. The 1-2, chopped, fouled, count will remain. A ball and 2 strikes. Back in the third is when he had his 3 RBI triple. Net starting off a 9-player inning as that's popped up. Shallow center coming in on its Williams. No tag by Martinez at second for out number 2.
Why are you on your phone all day?
Not my phone. It's just my accident.
Let's bring up Boone Herman. He is 0 for 1 with 2 walks dating back to the second and third inning, striking out in the fourth. 2 of his 3 at-bats was on a full count. He's thrown a lot of pitches so far. So far in this one, Boston Torres has thrown 20 pitches. Turkey's trying to extend that as much as they can. Runners first and second, 2 outs. First offering pops straight up. Might come back in. Gonna stay in play. And the catcher Cody Lee overjudges it as it comes right back in. 0-1. And he pop fly straight back. Usually always tails the 10 right back into home plate, whether it's on the first base or third base side. Cody Lee did not realize it was going to come as far back as it did. Drops down, 0-1. New life for Boone Herman. That ball had eye straight, as that's double steal. Ball thrown in the second base, not in time. Runners are in second and third on a 1-1 count. The pitch. This one is popped down the first base side. Count remains 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Martinez on third, Bowman on second. And Torres still working from the stretch. The pitch. Lined right center. Will it drop? Yes, it will. At the fence. At least going to come in for 2. A stand-up double scoring 2 runs. Make it 8-1.
Now batting the catcher, number 27, Ryan Lee.
This will bring up Ryan Lee. Walked in the second, struck out in the third, and then was hit by pitch on a full count back in the 5th. First offering here. Down in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Herman will advance to third on the pass ball. 1-0 the count as the Turkeys now lead at 8-1 here in the 6th. Man on mound is Boston Torres. The pitch catches the top half of the zone, a ball and a strike. Lee has been left on base back in the 2nd and in the 5th, reaching third base both times. Had a stolen base back in the 5th. The 1-1. Low and out. 2 balls and a strike. I'm not worrying. My phone's probably getting hot.
Huh?
My phone's probably getting hot.
Which phone you using?
My phone. The 2-1 misses outside. 3 balls and a strike. Looks like Ryan Lee tonight is only going to have 1 credited plate appearance. He walked in the 2nd, hit by pitch in the 5th. 3-1 count here in the 6th. The 3-1. Line straight to the third baseman. Caught it, tagged up for the 3rd out of the inning. That will retire the side. Going into the 7th, Turkeys up 8-1.
Leading off is center fielder number 2, Stephen Williams.
Stephen Williams set to start things off here for the A's. Man on the mound, still McDuffie. First pitch misses downstairs, ball 1. Working from the stretch. The 1-0 just misses downstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Yeah, that's good. Right there. We're good. Fastball up and in, ball 3. Apologies for the new camera angle. Camera 1's dying, not connected to a power bank. As we're down to a 3-0 count. The 3-0 down in the dirt, bounces away. A 4-pitch walk starts the 7th. After the 4-pitch walk brings up Joshua Jackson.
Hitting number 25, Brady Emerson.
Excuse me. 25 Brady Emerson takes over the DH spot. Pitch down in the dirt, misses, ball 1. Joshua Jackson struck out in the 2nd, struck out back in the 4th. Brady Emerson trying to do something here in the 7th. 2 balls, no strikes, as that's fouled straight back. McDuffie working back in it, 2-1. Two balls and a strike, bounces down in the dirt, gets away from Ryan Lee. Runner advances. The 2nd on that pass ball. 3-1 the count. McDuffie on the mound working from the stretch, getting a sign from Ryan Lee. Runner on 2nd being Williams. Fastball catches the inside corner, 3-2. Another full count here in this one. First full count for the Turkey since the 2-hole dating back to Cole Zabrowski back in the 6th, who was the only other. Check swing over to 3rd. Abreu has to hurry over to Martinez. Can't field it cleanly as it goes in the shallow right field. And that's going to score 1 as the batter will head into 2nd standing. 8-2 here in the 7th. Mound visit by Ryan Lee, going to try and calm down McDuffie after that 2-base error by the shortstop Joe Specht. Excuse me, Abreu. Something the Turkeys have been known as of recent, giving up runs late in the game due to errors or walks. Home plate umpire making his way out to speed things along. Ryan Lee back to the plate. Man on the mound, McDuffie will remain. A walk and an error will bring up Chase Fogg. Strikeout in the second, strikeout swinging in the fourth, the complete opposite of Joshua Jackson. Dancing over at second, not going. First pitch offering just misses downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Turkeys trying to remain perfect at home. Currently 4-0 in home games. 3 games being played here at Haynes Park. 1 game being played at Wake Forest University. 1-0 swung on a missed. 1-1. The 4 games coming up against the Owls, Yardgoats, Bootleggers, and Wampus Cats. Winning all 4, most recently back on June 4th. Runner in second being Jackson. The 1-1 popped up, gets out of play, and that's going to fall in foul territory as the count falls ahead in the Disco Turkey favor. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here, top with the 7th. Turkeys up 8-2 over the A's. Next conference game, really the next game for the Turkeys will be this upcoming Saturday against the Wampus Cats, that being in Albemarle. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Checking on his runner at seconds, McDuffie. The pitch, swung on and missed. Strikeout for McDuffie will be the first out of the inning here in the 7th. That will bring up the 8-hole batter, Drake Wallace. Wallace reached on an error back in the 2nd and grounded out to the first baseman in the 5th. Once again, apologies for the slightly bad camera angle here. First pitch misses down and in, ball 1. McDuffie steps off the back of the mound, steps back on. 1 ball, no strikes against Drake Wallace. Runner in second, Bing Jackson. Swung on. Not able to keep his bat from crossing that 3/4 threshold. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tried to hold a swing, he could not. Believe that would have been a strike regardless. The 1-1, 1-2 that is chopped. Shortstop, Specht. Over to Martinez in plenty of time, out number 2. That will advance the runner over to third, but now there's 2 outs for the 9-hole Cody Lee. Lee struck out swinging back in the 2nd and grounded out to Abreu back in the 4th. Working from the stretch, lined into right field. That's going to drop in for a single off a glove of a diving Jake Smith in right. The A's scored 2 here in the 7th, making it 8-3. Still 2 outs, runner on first. A.J. Lewis, the pitching coach for the Turkeys, on the way out to the mound, looking for a pitching change. Gonna take a timeout. On the other side of this, will continue, top of the 7th. Coming back here, top of the 7th. A's have scored 2 in the 7th to make it an 8-3 game. Pitching change for the Turkeys. That will bring in Chase Locklear. Locklear is a 6'2", 210-pound senior from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, attending Carolina University. As that first pitch is a fastball that gets away from the catcher. As the runner on first, Lee will advance to second on the pass ball. Runner takes off for third. Throw is in, plenty of time, but can't get a tag down. 2 stolen bases for Cody Lee. And apologies here as Andrew McAllister is up to bat for the A's. Runners on third after 2 stolen bases. A 3-0 count. A 4-pitch walk, that is, will put runners on first and third. Chase Locklear trying to calm things down. Still have 2 outs here in the 7th.
Next up, right fielder number 5, Chris Lee.
Apologies here for the camera. 1-0 count here. The face-off against bottom of the lineup, Andrew McAllister. Fastball's in there for a call strike on the inner half. A ball, 1 strike. Excuse me. Top of the lineup, Chris Lee's up. 1 ball, 1 strike to Lee. As that's popped up right side, shallow right field. Gonna stay in fair territory. Right fielder Jacob Smith underneath of it. That will retire the side. Going home half of the 7th. Turkeys remain on top. 8-3.
There's no crying in baseball. There's a place where your skills have declined from finding an old favorite candy and signs of relief and given the right advice about your next outdoor adventure. That place is the Mass General Store. The Mass General Store in downtown Winston-Salem is your destination for home goods, footwear, outdoor gear, and apparel, and
Where'd that orange thing go?
old-fashioned candies.
Oh.
Stop in at 516 North Trade Street the next time you're in beautiful downtown Winston-Salem, and
I
remember,
don't need it.
the Mass General Store is only in sidewalk sale.
Apologies here for the camera quality. Wi-Fi here at RJ Reynolds not the best. Gonna do our best to continue the action here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul tip straight back, and that will be a strikeout. The start to 7th.
Okay, I'm ready. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe out.
That will bring up bottom lineup Braxton Tucker. Braxton Tucker up, bottom of the lineup. Lined right center field. Center fielder traveling after it, making a jumping catch for out number 2. A quick and loud second out will bring up top of the lineup for Joe Specht.
Shortstop, number 5, Joe Specht.
Joe Specht trying to get things started. First pitch misses upstairs, ball 1. The 1-0. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Joe Specht over tonight has singled back in the first, grounded out in the second, flew out in the third, walked in the fifth, and now in the 7th, lined into left center. It's going to drop for a single. Will he race for 2? No, he'll hold it to a single. A long single into the left field line. That will bring up pinch hitter. That'll bring him pinch hitter 38. Working from the stretch, runner on first. A 2-out single. First offering here misses upstairs, ball 1. Once again, apologies here for the camera. I have it recording and will post a regular version once I get home tonight. A clean version tonight. Misses downstairs, 2 balls, no strikes. Apologies here, do not have a name in the system. Runner in first, that being Joe Specht. 2-0 catches the top half of the zone. 2 balls and a strike. That would help. Two balls and a strike here for the number 2 batter. Pinch hitting for Julian Abreu. Swing and a miss brings the count back even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Martinez.
Batters number 1.
Should be back here and good to go for the remainder of the game. Apologies for the technical difficulties. Timeout by Derek Martinez as he comes out of the box. Once again, runners first and second. Derek Martinez trying to increase the lead here once again. Bounces down in the dirt, blocked by Cody Lee. One and 0 to the count here for Derek Martinez. The pitch. Fouled straight back. Runners on first and second being Joe Specht after a 2-out single, and a number 38 drawing a walk just a few moments ago. Called a strike on the inner half. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trying to stay alive, keeping this inning alive here in the 7th. Trying not to leave even more base runners on base. The 1-2. Swing on a missed, and that will do it here in the 7th. Heading into the top of the 8th. Turkeys up. 8-3. The pinch hitter taking over for Tyler Floyd, back in the 6th, back up here in the 8th. First pitch fouled down the third base side, starts the inning off 0-1. Locklear remains on the mound for the Turkeys. Cole Strabuski swung on a miss on that one, 0-2.
Leading off, number 22, Cole Trabuski.
We're good. Yeah, he's back there. We're still good. It ain't dropped.
Just misses the zone, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Once again, I will post the bit that has been missed, as that's lined over the Specht, off the body of Specht, into shallow right field. A leadoff single for Cole Shabrowski. This will bring up Eric Harper. His 4th plate appearance here, and this one struck out swinging, and singled back in the 6th. Locklear steps off back of the mound, resets after the reach on air by Floyd. First pitch catches the top half of the zone, no balls and a strike. Here against Eric Harper in the 8th. Turkeys trying to remain perfect here at home. 4 wins, no losses on home territory. The 0-1 swung on and missed, 0-2. The 0-2 just misses up and out. 1 ball and 2 strikes. As for the Turkeys, their next home game will be back on the 15th of June at Wake Forest University, not before having 3 away games, that being on the 8th against the Wampus Cats. Owls on the 10th, High Toms on the 11th, and at the Spinners on the 14th. That will retire Eric Harper on 4 pitches, and that will bring up the number 4 batter,
23,
Boston Torres. Bounces down on third, 1-0. Torres moved over from left field to now pitching in the 6th, and so far now looking to be into the 8th. Runner on first, 1 out. The 1-0 pitch over the Spect. He'll take it for a 6-3 putout double play. And that will retire the top of the 8th. Going into the home half, Turkeys up 8-3. Coming back here, home half of the 8th, set to start things off, is Dakota Dahl in his 5th at bat. He struck out twice, once in the 1st, once in the 6th, and walked both in the 3rd and 4th. First pitch is fouled down the first base side into the dugout, 0-1. When was it? The last inning?
Last game. The last game. So you can cut out.
I don't think I have. I don't have last games. Because I didn't do that. Called strike 0-2. Thinking that's 3 from the A's. Home plate umpire says no. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 doesn't matter. He's upset. Sits you down, strike 3. Third strikeout for Dakota Dahl, and that will bring up Thomas Bowman.
Next up, center fielder number 11, Thomas Bowman.
First pitch misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Ball gets away. 2 balls, no strikes.
That's what I said. Where do you want?
I got it.
Okay, I won't. I didn't.
2 balls, no strikes. The pitch fouled almost into the visiting dugout. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 misses up and out. 3-1 the count. Here for Thomas Bowman, trying to reach base for his 4th time tonight. Reached on an error, 2 walks, and a strikeout in the 4th. The 3-1 catches his own. Full count. Bowman calls time, extending his at bat here, full count. This being his 3rd full count at bat. Walking in the 3rd, walking in the 6th. Will history repeat itself? Yes. 3rd full count walk for Thomas Bowman.
The batter's right fielder number 14, Jake Smith.
Game starting to get a little late here. Almost 10 o'clock after a 6:30 start. Up now, Jacob Smith. Singled in the 2nd, tripled in the 3rd, walked in the 4th, flew out in the 6th. Runner on first, 1 out. Breaking pitch catches the top half of the zone. 1 ball and a strike. Man on the mound still is Boston Torres, who coming in from left field, now on the mound for his 2nd inning of work. 3rd inning of work as he came in the 6th. The 1-1 just misses the inside corner. Fastball called a ball. 2 balls and a strike here against Jacob Smith. Runner goes. Fastball in the inner half, throwing down. Stands up safely. Stolen base for Thomas Bowman. 11th stolen base of the night thus far for the Turkeys. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Turkeys have had a lot of speed this year as that bounces in the dirt. Smith able to hold back. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Second full count offering in a row. Payoff pitch. Grounded right back up the middle. Going to be a tough play if he's able to get there. No, gets into center field. Gonna be a play at the plate as that throw is cut off by the first baseman. Turkeys score 1. It's 9-3. That full count RBI single will bring up the 7-hole Boone Herman. Those back-to-back full count batters will bring up Boone Herman, who has walked twice, struck out in the 4th, and then doubled back in the 6th. Once again, Boone Herman himself had a full count, 2 full count at bats dating back to the 3rd and 4th, walking and striking out. Coaches coming to take a quick timeout. On the other side of this, we'll continue home half of inning number 8. pitching change here in this one brings us Chris Lee, who started in right, moved over to left, now on the mound as Chris Lee, the senior from Garner Robbins, Georgia, attending Greensboro College. First pitch called a strike, 0-1. Facing a Boone Herman, who's walked twice, struck out, and doubled. Down in the dirt, runner at
Whoa, that's a live ball. That's a live ball. That's a live ball. What are you doing? Go get it.
ball down in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Runner on first, that being Jacob Smith, advances to second on the pass ball. Home plate umpire almost decided to decided against it, as that is a live ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. As that's popped up right center field. Center fielder underneath of it at the warning track. Runner will advance to third. Doesn't have to get down, but Boone Herman is upset at that. That will put a runner on third with 2 outs for Ryan Lee.
Pitch up again to number 27, Ryan Lee.
Ryan Lee centers one in the center field. That will score the 10th Disco Turkey run, making it 10-3 after a first pitch single in the shallow center field. This will bring up Blaze Johnson. First pitch called a strike, 0-1. Wasn't ready for that. Sacked fly in the second, struck out in the third, flied out in the fifth, and struck out swinging back in the 7th. Trying to continue it here. The 0-1 low and out, 1 ball and a strike. Both sides slowly starting to give up on this one. The 1-1. Down, just about gets away from the catcher. 2 balls and a strike. Blaze Johnson trying to look for his first base knock here in this one. Trying to push it over to Braxton Tucker, the EH, batting 10th. Outside, 3-1. If top of the lineup, Joe Speck's able to get to the box that is this inning. It'll be a 6 at bat night for the top of the lineup, Joe Speck. Line to right field, has a chance. Right fielder at the wall. It is gone! A 2-run home run will make the Turkeys have a 12-3 lead here in the 8th. Just like that, the Turkeys are now ahead 12-3 in the 8th inning. Up at the dish now, Braxton Tucker, the EH. Both sides now quiet. Turkeys alone 10 hits tonight on 12 runs. First offering swung on a miss, 0-1. Blown it right by him.
The extra hitter, number 36.
Turkeys need 1 more run to be run ruled. Ground, third base, gonna be a tough play. Throw in plenty of time, gets away from the first baseman. Runner will come right back the first after that error by the third baseman, Fogg. That will bring up top of the lineup Joe Speck for his 6th at-bat of the game. Joe Speck had 2 singles, grounded out the second, flew out to left, and walked. What a mouthful. Runner goes. Unneeded stolen base here, but a stolen base nonetheless. 1 run's a run rule. Fastball catches the outside corner. A ball and a strike.
Internet
1 ball, 1 strike, a runner on second. That being Braxton Tucker. Runner takes off for third. Throw. Gets into left field, and that looks like it will do it. Runner comes home. That will be the 13th run. Turkeys win it in walk-off fashion. Final score 13-3.
Our final score, your Disco Turkeys 13, the Concord Athletics 3.
As for the Turkeys, I'm going to take a quick look around the box score. Turkeys had 50 at-bats. 50 plate appearances, 34 different at-bats, scoring 13 runs on 10 hits, 2 doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run, 17 total bases. Turkeys were walked 13 times while being hit twice. They struck out 9 times while leaving 14 runners on base. Ended the night with 13 stolen bases. The team batting average for tonight, a amazing .294. On base percentage, .500. As for the opposing side, 34 plate appearances, 30 at-bats, 3 runs on 3 hits, 4 walks. They struck out 13 times, had 2 stolen bases, while only leaving 7 on base. Their team batting average tonight was a lonely 1%. That will do it for us in this one. Final score, Disco Turkeys 13, A's 3. Next game will be back on Saturday the 15th, being a doubleheader at Wake Forest University. Thank you for tuning in.